I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Beelzebub's Buns channel. Looking at some of the things that you guys have been saying in regards to Halo becoming more toned down as far as violence and how Halo 5 is at a T rating, I wanted to come up with some reasons why this is. I believe there is something that we the fans are missing. I'll admit it is a bit odd for a game to go from consecutive M-rated games to T. Other than appealing to a wider audience, which is most likely the major reason why, I think it actually deals with a bit of the story as well. As we look at some footage here from Halo 1 and the unforgettable, the library level, we are faced with one of the most obscured and downright disgusting adversaries in the Halo series, ranging from Halo 1 to Halo 3. The Flood. The Flood infects humans to Covenant, anything living really. The Flood works off of this Gravemind. The Gravemind was introduced in Halo 2, and in Halo 3 we have eliminated the Gravemind from what we know, but something tells me that there are other Flood life forms out there. Nothing's to say that there is no other Gravemind. Now, if you want to get a little bit nerdy with me, in the novels, they've been saying that the Gravemind takes thousands of years to develop. If that's the case, then I get the notion that there are other Graveminds out there. In the legendary ending of Halo 5, we see that there is another Halo ring. Now, some have speculated that they've been hearing sounds of Flood coming from within. Now, like I said, this is only speculation, but this gets me thinking, if the Flood were to return, this may change the way that the game is rated. You see the footage here of Halo 3, when I'm shooting at the Flood, you see actual limbs coming off. Now, it may not be too apparent that it's an actual human life form or an elite life form, but when you actually look at the detail, especially in Halo 2 Anniversary, which I'll get to that in a second, you're going to see how much it resembles a human. The blood may not be red, and you're not actually taking a chainsaw to somebody's head, but there is a considerable level of brutality in all of the Halo games, and us fans hope it maintains. I know Halo Reach didn't have the Flood in the game, however it was still rated M. Now, if the next Halo has the Flood, I can show you why it would be rated M, or at least I think it would be. Look at the detail here. This corpse looks fresh. You want to see more detail? Oh, there's your M rating. Awesome. See, if the Flood were to come back in the next Halo, they should have detailed Flood infection forms exactly like this, or even better. Look at this elite here. I lop off his head and oh, you can actually see some ribs in there. Yummy. Here I'm going to be shooting off the limbs of a human body that was infected, and oh look, a bone. Sweet. I would assume that this is going to be the gore that you find in Halo. Now, Halo 1 does have a lot of blood, even in the Anniversary Edition. Here I go whacking at some Marines here, just to show you the amount of blood that is generated in Halo 1. Now, in the Anniversary Edition, it seems like there is a considerable amount less, but perhaps that's looking for more on the actual realistic side. I don't think Bungie really expected us just to sit there and beat up Marines until a whole bunch of blood is generated all over the walls, but it's the fact that this game is able to generate all that just kind of makes for some interesting gameplay footage. When it comes down to Halo 5, we know that the Prometheans are part of the adversaries that we fight. It's the Covenant and the Prometheans, so we don't have the Flood. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that Halo will never be M-rated again. I think if the Flood do come back, yes, you're going to see an M rating. What do you guys think? Do you think the Flood will actually come back? I don't really want to fight them throughout the entire campaign, but if there's like one epic level and then we just immediately shut them down and be like, okay, no more of you? Alright, cool, I can deal with that, maybe just one level. But in Halo 5 here, you see that the Grunt is losing a lot of blood. However, this is still just alien blood, it's not actual humans. So this raises the question that if humans in the multiplayer lost this much blood, do you think Halo 5 would have had an M rating? Leave what you think in the comment section down below, and if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And if you've already subscribed, stay tuned for a few more seconds.
It is ready to fire on demand.